You've heard the story 1,000 times. Go to dental school, earn six figures, build generational wealth. It sounds like the American dream, right? But here's what the data actually shows, and it's shocking. A dentist earning $200,000 per year should theoretically be worth twice as much as a plumber earning $100,000. But research from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Federal Reserve's 2022 survey of consumer finances, and the American Association of Dental Schools reveals something completely different. By age 50, that plumber often owns $600,000 to $800,000 more in net wealth than the dentist. This isn't about luck or exceptional business sense. It's about a systematic financial trap built into high-credential careers. And in the next 12 minutes, we're going to break down the exact mechanisms behind this wealth gap, with real numbers, case studies, and actionable insights that could change your financial trajectory. Let's start with the obvious: debt. *** the debt trap. $300,000 vs. $50,000 *** the average dental school graduate leaves school with $287,000 in student loan debt, according to the 2023 American Dental Association Health Policy Institute report. That's not including undergraduate debt, which often adds another $40,000 to $60,000. Compare that to a skilled plumber. Most plumbers complete a 4-5-year apprenticeship earning $25,000 to $35,000 annually while training. They graduate with zero debt, and often with $15,000 to $30,000 in savings from their apprenticeship wages. Now, the dentist might think, I earn twice as much, I'll pay this off quickly. But here's where the trap springs. On a $200,000 gross salary after taxes, roughly 35-40% depending on location and business structure, the dentist takes home about $120,000 to $130,000. After paying for mortgage, a car, and basic living expenses in a professional neighborhood, they have maybe $1,500 to $2,000 per month available. On a standard 10-year repayment plan, their student loan payment is around $3,000 per month. That's right, they're going backward financially for years. Meanwhile, the plumber earning $100,000 gross take home around $65,000 has zero debt. Their monthly obligations are lower, and they can immediately start investing, even at a modest 7% annual return in an S&P 500 index fund. By the time the dentist finishes paying off their debt at year 10, the plumber has accumulated roughly $140,000 to $160,000 in invested capital. That's the power of a 10-year head start on compounding. *** the overhead guillotine, 40% vs. 15%. Let's assume both professionals are self-employed by age 35. This is where the second trap becomes visible. The dentist's practice overhead is brutal. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and data from the American Dental Association, typical overhead runs 35-45% of gross revenue. This includes rent or mortgage on the practice space, $3,000-$8,000/month, depending on location, dental equipment, chairs, x-ray machines, CAD/CAM systems, $250,000, $500,000 upfront staff salaries, hygienist, assistant, receptionist, office manager, $120,000, $200,000 annually malpractice insurance, $8,000, $15,000/year supplies and materials, $15,000, $25,000/year continuing education and licensing, $3,000, $5,000/year $300,000 gross revenue practice runs about $120,000, $135,000 in annual overhead. That cuts the dentist's actual take-home in half before considering personal taxes. A plumber, much leaner. If they own their own operation, their overhead is typically 15-25% of gross revenue. Vehicle: one truck, $400, $600/month, partly deductible tools and equipment, $10,000, $15,000 upfront, minimal ongoing licensing and insurance, $3,000, $5,000/year fuel and maintenance, $6,000, $10,000/year phone and basic office, $200, $400/month total annual overhead for $150,000 gross plumbing business, roughly $25,000, $30,000. That's 17-20%. The plumber keeps 80-85% of revenue before personal taxes. The dentist keeps 55-65%. Now scale this. If both earn $200,000 gross by their mid-40s, the dentist nets roughly $100,000, $110,000 after overhead and taxes. The plumber nets roughly $130,000, $140,000. The plumber has $30,000, $40,000 more per year to invest. Over a 15-year period, that's $450,000 to $600,000 in additional capital before investment returns. *** the time trap. Scaling limitations. *** Here's a subtle but critical difference. How each profession scales wealth. A dentist's income is almost entirely dependent on their time. Even a very successful practice is limited by the number of patients they can see. There are only so many hours in a day. According to the American Dental Association, the average dentist works 32-36 hours per week seeing patients. Even with multiple operatories and a full team, you hit a ceiling at around $250,000, $350,000 in personal income by your mid-career peak. To exceed that, you must 1. Hire associate dentists, reducing your personal take-home to 40-50% of their revenue share. 2. Open multiple locations requiring capital management complexity and risk. 3. Sell the practice a one-time event, not ongoing wealth generation. A plumber's income can scale differently. Yes, individual labor for money has limits, but plumbers often transition into building crews and subcontracting teams, earning 10-20% markup on other plumbers' work, becoming the service dispatch hub for a region, leveraging other plumbers' labor, developing service contracts with property management companies, recurring semi-passive revenue, creating specialized service niches, commercial HVAC, specialty repairs that command premium pricing. Many successful plumbing entrepreneurs scale to $500,000 plus in annual revenue with 5-10 employees while working 20-25 hours per week. The extra income comes from team leverage, not personal hours. This is the key difference. Dentists struggle to scale without becoming middle managers. Plumbers scale by building teams and systems. *** Real case study. Meet David and Mike. *** David graduated from dental school at 26 with $310,000 in debt. He took a 2-year associate position, earning $170,000, paying aggressively on his loans. By 28, he opened his own practice. Age 28-38, his practice grew to $400,000 gross revenue. Overhead 838%, $152,000. Personal taxes at 25% on remaining $62,000. Net income to David, roughly $186,000. After mortgage, family expenses, and modest investments, about $8,000/year. He accumulated roughly $80,000 in invested wealth during this decade. Combined with paying off $200,000 in student loans, his net worth at 38 was about $280,000. Mike started his plumbing apprenticeship at 18. By 28, he was a licensed plumber, earning $95,000 in salary, 0 debt, and $40,000 in savings. From age 28-38, he opened his own operation, growing it to $300,000 gross revenue by age 38. With 20% overhead and personal taxes, he netted roughly $190,000, similar to David. But Mike had a 10-year head start. His $40,000 from his apprenticeship years, invested at 7% annual return, grew to $78,000 by age 28. By age 38, after investing $15,000, $20,000 per year for the past 10 years, which David couldn't afford, Mike had accumulated roughly $520,000 in invested assets. David, $280,000 net worth at 38. Mike, $520,000 net worth at 38. That's a $240,000 gap before the compound growth really accelerates. By age 50, assuming both earn $250,000 and continue their investment habits, that gap widens to $600,000 plus. The lifestyle inflation factor. There's one more psychological element. Credentialing creates lifestyle expectations. Dentists are expected to dress professionally, maintain a polished image, live in upscale neighborhoods, and belong to country clubs or professional associations. The psychology of "I earned a doctorate, I deserve nice things" is powerful. Mike the plumber can wear Carhartt, drive a work truck, and live anywhere. There's no expectation to perform wealth. He flies under the radar financially while building actual wealth. Studies on lifestyle inflation show that high-credential professionals increase spending at roughly 80% of income increases, while skilled trades increase spending at 40-50%. That gap compounds annually. *** The contrarian view. When dentistry wins, *** let's be fair. There are scenarios where the dentist wins. 1. If they are disciplined enough to max out retirement accounts, $69,000/year and 401k plus SEPIRA combined limits for self-employed. They can shelter significant income. 2. If they open multiple locations or dental support organizations, they can scale beyond the single provider model. 3. If they transition to corporate dentistry DSO in their 40s, they can reduce overhead and increase take-home. 4. If they sell a successful practice, they can realize a $500,000 lump sum exit, something plumbers rarely achieve. The key: dentists must be intentional about wealth building. It doesn't happen automatically despite high income. *** The solution. *** If you're a high-income professional, here's what the data suggests. 1. Attack debt aggressively in the first 5 years. This is worth more than any investment. 2. Treat overhead like